a red spider lily on his chest, a flower often associated with death. We keep getting drip-fed with bits and pieces of information on Rune Factory's new spin-off over the course of over a year now, and it is very easy to miss out on some of the exciting new details, be it the village customization features or brand new characters teased in the trailers. No matter if you're new to Rune Factory or you just want to catch up on the latest news, in this video I'll be summarizing everything we know so far about Guardians of Azuma. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma is an immersive and rewarding RPG that allows us to experience both a fun adventure as well as our very own fantasy life, as many of us are already familiar with from previous Rune Factory entries. However, no matter if we're entirely new to the franchise or if we have missed out on some of the past entries, we can completely dive in freshly with this brand new Rune Factory series that is set in the Eastern Lands. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma is finally set to release in spring 2025 for PC and Nintendo Switch. Azuma, the land of the lost gods, was struck by a disaster called the Celestial Collapse. The power of the runes ceased to flow, causing the eastern lands to wither away, and its people were left with nothing. It was then that a young adventurer made a pact with a dragon and set out on a journey. The dragon said, "I will bestow you with the ancient powers of the Earth Dancer. With these powers, you may revive the gods once more and save the land." And so began the young adventurer's long journey in search of the gods. We can choose from one of two protagonists, Subaru or Kaguya, whose destinies are intertwined by mysterious forces, but we don't have any recollection of our past. And possibly because of it, Kaguya and Subaru find themselves on opposite sides and end up fighting against each other. They are clearly both Earth Dancers who have made a pact with different dragons because we get to see Kaguya on a black dragon and Subaru on a white dragon. Whether they fight for the same cause in the end or if they will go different paths depending on who we choose as the protagonist, we will likely find out in a full game. We also got a new monster sidekick for the very first time in the series called Woolby, and he is said to be a descendant of the dragon god. We are in charge of revitalizing the lands with the power of dance. We will be rebuilding entire villages and we can freely place fields, buildings, waterways, landforms, and more in specific areas of the village. We can make dead trees bloom, but also revive the 4 seasons that were lost in the calamity. We will take farming even further as we will manage more than one plot to raise our crops and help them grow faster by using a sacred drum or by watering them with a sacred parasol. The crop level and the possible shipping value of each crop is also conveniently displayed in the menu. Resource management of wood and stone is also made easier, because now we can always check how many of them we have collected by taking a glimpse at the top right of our screen. But if we are tired of our hard farm work, we can simply enjoy a laid-back life at our own pace. For example, by doing some fishing and cooking. We get to explore seasonal-themed villages that are heavily inspired by traditional Japanese culture, each with brand new festivals and revamped fan favorites. In the character interaction menu, it has been revealed that we also appear to be able to go shopping with the characters, so that would be a fun new date activity to use to bond with others. This time, we fight monsters that appear to be largely inspired by Japanese mythology, and we must use our Earth Dancer abilities to return them to their human form. This implies that for some reason humans have been enchanted to turn into monsters, possibly as a result of the Celestial Collapse. We wield sacred treasures and weapons such as swords, bows, folding fans, or talismans to combat the blight. It also seems we face a brand new organization threatening to invade Azuma for their own purposes, although their goals remain unclear. We can use various elemental skills. For example, we see Subaru wielding a fire-infused sword, and also several wind and water attacks can be seen in the trailers. As we assist the people of the village and make new allies, we can recruit these new friends to aid us in battle and heal them during combat. We are also tasked with reviving the 6 gods of Azuma. It is already confirmed that we can add them to our battle party later on, and they are also seen by our side in key moments of the story. We can meet charming, befriendable, and romanceable characters in fully voiced scenarios. They can potentially become our lovers and spouses, and we can even start a family with them. It looks like we can level up our bonds with the characters, and the higher our level is, the more options we will get in the character interaction menu, such as adding someone to our party or going on dates together. Several possible candidates were teased in the trailers, however, it is not yet known which one of them will be romanceable. I will try to keep you up to date, and of course I will make a dedicated video on the marriage candidates. According to the localization producer, we can be as gay as we want in this game, so we don't need to worry about the gender of our protagonist when it comes to romance. But the most exciting part for me is that even Subaru and Kaguya can get married to each other. First up, we have Hina returning from Rune Factory 5. She is a were-animal girl from Rigbarth and now appearing in a more grown-up version. This leads me to believe that Hina has moved to Azuma, possibly on a mission as a Seed Ranger several years after the events of Rune Factory 5. There is also a cute dark brown-haired girl named Iroha who might be a maid or a housekeeper, as she is seen wearing an apron. She seems to be living in the Spring Village or one of the starting villages as shown in the trailer. We also see a blonde young man in steampunk attire who is possibly an aviation engineer or at least a pilot who knows how to operate an airship. Now, let's talk about the 6 gods. First, we have Uraraka, a beautiful lady dressed in cherry blossom colors with green accents hinting that she is the goddess of spring. We've got one lady that could stand for summer, as she is shown with hibiscus flowers that bloom in summer and also summer fireworks. There is one candidate who could represent the fall season wearing reddish-brown attire with a maple leaf motif. And we have another young man that is likely representing winter, though it is unclear to me why he has such cute animal ears. We also get to see a radiant lady with a golden sun emblem on her headband who might represent the goddess of the sun and light, looking very similar to the Japanese goddess Amaterasu. On the other hand, Kai, the one with the horned Oni mask, could be her counterpart, the god of the moon, or he might be in charge of the monsters in Azuma and the underworld. There are 2 more male characters that don't appear to be gods though, such as Murasame. He is surrounded by lilies of the valley, symbolizing purity, happiness, and love. He might be the one bringing joy back to Azuma, or maybe he will act as Cupid, although I find it a bit hard to imagine based on his appearance. There is one man in white attire who has a yin and yang symbol on his cap. He is also wearing a red spider lily on his chest, a flower often associated with death. His role might include balancing life and death by warding off evil spirits, as he is seen holding an ofuda, a traditional paper talisman in Japanese Buddhism and Shinto religion used for protection and exorcism. So this is everything I have collected so far, but definitely stay tuned for more updates to come. Also, thank you so much for all your recent support, be it likes or comments, or even if you're just lurking, I really appreciate you all. But that's really everything from me. Have a lovely day, my friends, and see you in the next video.